Host. Revered Sir, what is the way for us? Master. Chanting the names and glories of God, living in the company of holy men, and earnestly praying to God. Host. Please bless me, Sir, that I may pay less and less attention to worldly things. Master, smiling. How much attention do you give to the world? 50%? Laughter. Host. You know that, Sir. We cannot achieve anything without the grace of a holy person like yourself. Master. If you please God, everyone will be pleased. It is God alone that exists in the heart of the holy man. Host. Nothing, of course, remains unrealized when one attains God. If a man attains God, he can give up everything else. If a man gets a rupee, he gives up the joy of a penny. Master. A little spiritual discipline is necessary. Through the practice of discipline, one gradually obtains divine joy. Suppose a jar with money inside it is hidden deep under the earth, and someone wants to possess it. In that case, he must take the trouble of digging for it. As he digs, he perspires. After much digging, the spade strikes the metal jar. He feels a thrill at the sound. The more sound the spade makes, striking against the jar, the more joy he feels. Pray to Ram. Meditate on him. He will certainly provide you with everything. Host. Revered Sir, you are Ram himself. Master. How is that? The waves belong to the river. Does the river belong to the waves? Host. Ram dwells only in the hearts of holy men. He cannot be seen in any other way. There is no incarnation of God at the present time. Master, smiling. How do you know there is no divine incarnation? The host remained silent. Master. All cannot recognize an incarnation. When Narada visited Ram, Rama prostrated himself before Narada and said, "We are worldly creatures. How can we be sanctified unless holy men like you visit us?" Further, Rama went into exile in the forest to redeem his father's pledges. He saw that since hearing of his exile, the rishis of the forest had been fasting. Many of them did not know that Ram was none other than the Supreme Brahman. Host: You too are that same Rama. Master: For heaven's sake, never say that. As Sri Ramakrishna spoke these words, he bowed down to the host and said with folded hands, That Ram dwells in all beings. He exists everywhere in the universe. I am your servant. It is Ram himself who has become all men, animals, and other living beings. Host: But sir, we do not know that. Master: Whether you know it or not, you are Ram. Host: You are free from love and hatred. Master: How so? I engaged a carriage to bring me to Calcutta and advanced the coachman 3 annas. But he didn't turn up. I became very angry with him. He is a very wicked man. He made me suffer a lot.